Well, here's another reason I'm glad I just started walking whichever way I wanted to walk. Yet again, I proved that I'm a complete idiot. Well, I've arrived here at my guest house, the proper one, but no one's answering the buzzer. And they haven't responded to my emails. I've been emailing them a couple times since this morning to let them know when I would be in. So, I don't know. Okay, so I just effed up real bad. My dumb ass can't read days of the week. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, my 4th day here now. Oh God, time goes so quick when you're on vacation. I got a tour today at 10 a.m. and it's for the ancient aqueduct system underneath Naples. Gonna do it today, first thing, before I head out to Salerno. I'll be spending the rest of the evening in Salerno after I pick up my rental car. I decided to just turn down different alleyways and just walk whichever way I wanted to walk. I saw this archway with this big, I assume, church behind it. I have not walked by here yet. Holy crap, that's a big church. Nothing fancy or anything, but dang. Buongiorno. Well, here's another reason I'm glad I just started walking whichever way I wanted to walk, as I'm not in a rush to get down to the sea. Just started turning down random streets in that direction, and I came upon this. Well, got my first espresso of the day, not at my hotel, and the girl there was super nice. It was the first younger person, I'd say she was probably in her 20s, that I've encountered that actually didn't speak any English at all. It's kind of surprising. But I got what I wanted, espresso and a dolce pastry, or easy enough to order. So I'm gonna enjoy my pastry on the rest of my walk to wherever I'm headed. I have absolutely no idea what this thing is. There's like a sweet filling inside, it's like super flaky, and it's freaking delicious. It's way better than that sweet dough I had on day one, but I have no idea what it is, which is a shame. I just pointed at the thing in the I just pointed at it in the glass, and she was like, dolce or regular? I was like, dolce. So get whatever this flaky thing is, and if you know what it is, let me know. Come to this park to sit down, finish up the last little bit of my pastry, and get a bit of water. It's a nice, cute little park. And apparently they've got an ancient column over there that I'm assuming is not its original spot, but it might be. I gotta, that sun. I gotta look at my phone, look at the map, figure out exactly where I gotta head to meet up for that tour. But I'm pretty sure it's nearby here, so I probably got like an hour to kill. I'm learning one-way roads here are just for cars, because mopeds don't give no fucks. They just zip right down that road. Cars honking at them and everything. Man, it's a shame. I have been walking up this one-way road for a bit now, trying to get to the top where I was hoping I would get some really good views out over the sea, but I can't because it's all fenced all the way up and around. It just keeps going. That's such a shame. I was really looking forward to some of those views, but I really gotta head back down to get to the tour because Google Maps actually lists the Galleria Borbonica in multiple locations, so I want to make sure I get to the one I think it's at first, and then sorry, bike. I want to get to the one I think it's at first, which is the closest to me. Make sure, and if it's not, then I'll still have enough time to walk to the next one. Okay, got myself all tracked in for the tour, the Galleria Borbonica. It is included in the Arte card if you get that. There's photos, no videos, so I'm just letting you know that now, and if I take any photos worth putting in, I'll do the same thing I'm doing for the catacombs. Well, that was a cool tour that I definitely recommend. I did the standard tour as that's what was included with the Arte card. However, if I could do whichever one I would want, I would have done the adventure one. But apparently the adventure tour is in Italian only. You can book a private one if you want. I don't know how much it would be though. And that would be in English or probably whatever language you wanted in. But that one goes actually, like you actually get on a raft and you go like in some of the water that goes underneath the city. I mean, you're under the city the whole time, but that I really would have preferred to do. This tour, the standard tour, was largely based around the how the tunnels were used during World War II, which is awesome. I mean, it is part of the history of the tunnels, but I'm more interested in the ancient history. So a lot of those tunnels, or like the aqueduct portions of it that I was going down there to see, have actually been filled in by the army to make the ground level for people, because there were so many thousands and thousands of people down there at the time. I'll definitely splice in the photos I took. It was kind of just used as storage, garbage dump and stuff like that for the military and the government for years down there. But yeah, definitely do the tour. Even if you can only do the standard tour, do it. It's definitely worth seeing. It was the Galleria Borbonica tour of the underground of Naples. That right there is why I just love walking around Italy, Greece, old cities of Europe, because it's just like modern, ancient. I love it. You don't get that back home. Back home it's like, oh, this was built in the 1800s. Even though I've pretty much eaten exclusively pizza while I've been in Naples. I mean, what do you come to Naples to eat? I'll be eating seafood on the Amalfi Coast and stuff like that. So, got myself one more pizza portfolio to eat on my walk back to my room to get my bag. I mean, I have not had a bad pizza here, and I didn't want to wait in the line at one of the original pizza places just to get the exact same thing. If you want to, you're more than welcome to, but every single pizza I've had here has been delicious. That was the first properly sized personal pizza I've gotten here. It was like an 8-inch pizza folded up instead of their normal like 10 or 12 inch, which I just could never finish. But that was the first one I've actually finished. And yet again, it was freaking delicious. Not a bad pizza here. I do not know why America does not make proper Neapolitan pizzas. Like, even when they say it is, I've now learned that it is not. We like overcook our pizzas. They're like super soft, absolutely impossible to like cut and fold into like our type of normal slices. Well, I've got my luggage, so now I'm on to the 25-30 minute walk to the station through these crowds. I'm not really sure if Google Maps realizes how bad the crowds are. Oh man, it's a shame. This place is just now open. This is that Church of the Purgatory Souls that I've wanted to go to every day I've been here so far, but it has not been open. So I'm assuming it is only open on weekends. But I got all my luggage with me and got to get to the train and get my car and stuff like that, so I'm not visiting it. But apparently that is open only on weekends. I found the way to get a tunnel through the crowds. Get behind a car and just walk right behind a car, because the car just pushes its way right through. Now that I'm away from the crowds back there a little bit, and before I hit the crowds of the train station, I want to let you guys know I passed a couple of the places that I had wanted to see on the first couple days, and were closed, and they were open. Massive lines, massive crowds to get in, but they were open. So I guess things are only open weekends or just Saturday or something here. So I mean, maybe plan your trip around that if you want to see this stuff. I mean, I still had an awesome time even not getting to see that stuff, and I'm kind of glad I avoided the crowds that I've experienced back there, because those were pretty insane. Like, the roads were just completely congested to the point you couldn't even move. And like I keep saying, this is not tourist season. That is mostly locals, and they pack those roads that much. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them are like Italian tourists and stuff like that. So keep all that in mind. It is still amazing, even if you come when things aren't open. There's plenty of stuff to see. The roads are very nice to walk. If you want to lose weight, I probably lost about 2 inches to my waist in the last 3 or 4 days, and I am not exaggerating on that. I've successfully purchased a ticket at one of the machines. From here to Salerno, there was a long line in the where's my ticket? There was a long line at the place to go get it. I prefer talking to the person, so I know I get the right one. But I think I got the right one. And it was €470 for a standard like second class seat. I did look at what it cost for first class, and it was $11.20 or something like that, which just isn't really worth it. I'm pretty sure that ATM there ripped me off. I'm gonna have to look at what the conversion rate is right now, unless the market's just horrible. But they gave me 80 cents to $1, or 80 cents to €1. I feel like that's a really crappy rate. But I mean, oh well. I need cash. I ate up my cash. I didn't expect that to happen as quick as it did. So well, gotta do what you gotta do. Officially arrived in Salerno. So I am now, I think, technically on the Amalfi Coast. I assume Salerno is part of that, but I don't know. I'll be doing the Amalfi Coast here after I get done with my my road trip portion through Matera. So I'm heading to my hotel now. It's about a 15-20 minute walk. I'm hoping they're there so I can check in. I emailed her, but I haven't got a response back yet, because I can't rent my car or pick up my car rental for another hour or so. And it's actually right here, which kind of sucks, because I'm gonna have to walk back, but I'll be without my luggage then, so it should be a little bit easier. I'm just not walking up 6 flights of stairs. I had to walk up a bunch of them just to get to this place. I forgot this was the old file you gotta open yourself. Hello.
Hello.
Yet again, I proved that I'm a complete idiot. And I had to change the dates on some of my trip because of the car rental. And when I did that, I had to change this hotel, but most of them I was able to just change the dates on. But I couldn't change the dates on this hotel, so I had to book another one, and I did not change the pin on my map. So now I have to walk another 10 minutes back the direction I just came to the actual hotel that I booked. So I apologize to the person I booked it from, but I'll be there shortly. Well, I'm around here at my guest house, the proper one. But no one's answering the buzzer. And they haven't responded to my emails. I've been emailing them a couple times since this morning to let them know when I would be in. So, I don't know. I figure I'll sit here for a bit and wait and see. I don't have any plans today other than getting my car, and as long as I get there before they close, I'm fine with that. So I'm just gonna sit here and wait and see when I get let in. I'm still just sitting here waiting for my host to get here and let me in. Misunderstanding or miscommunication. She just didn't get my emails, I guess. But she's on her way. I just have to wait like 20 minutes. It's already been like 10. That was a nice, easy check-in. She's super nice and friendly. Not a whole lot of you, but I don't plan to be sitting out there. Just plan to be walking out there. Quick little bathroom tour. Oh, Jesus. Standard European bidet. This place is pretty nice. Yeah, so I don't remember how much I paid for this place, but pretty sure it was way cheaper than the place I had previously booked. I'm gonna tilt that down a bit. Because it was reasonable the last place, the day I had originally booked, and then when I had to change it to a Saturday, it was insanely expensive. This place was up there too, and she just explained to me that there's actually a football match or something like that going on, which is really big, and that's probably why prices were way higher. Okay, so I just effed up real bad. My dumb ass can't read days of the week, and I saw that Alamo Car Rental was open until noon, and then they closed again and then reopened at 2 till 6. That is true Monday through Friday. Saturday they close at 1. It is 2:30. Sunday they are closed. I don't know what I am going to do. I guess I'm going to look and see if I can find another car rental. I don't know if this place will auto charge the card I booked it on, because it was listed as you had to pay at the counter. So maybe I'm not going to get charged for that. Fingers crossed, because that would be almost $200 I'd lose. But there's just no way to do my next 4 days of my trip without a car. Yeah, that sucks. My phone isn't really working too well up here, so I gotta go out on the street and figure things out. Fuck. I've spent the last, 30 minutes trying to have things extraordinarily slowly load on my phone. I think I possibly found a car rental place that's open today for another 2 hours, assuming their posted times are correct. So I'm going there. I'm hoping they don't try to charge me $400 or $500 to rent a car for a couple days. But I really don't know what else to do, so I'm heading there now. I'll let you guys know how it all works out. At least this place is freaking beautiful, but I planned this entire trip around the next 2 days. So if I'm not able to get a car rental, I just don't know what I'm gonna do. That was my first ever entire conversation with Google Translate. I definitely recommend Google Translate if you're traveling abroad and you only speak English, because I crammed Italian into me, spending 1 or 2 hours most days learning it for about 3 months leading up to this trip, and it barely gets me by for ordering food or coffee or something like that. But for stuff like that situation, the Italian I've learned helped me not even a little bit, other than learning tomorrow or something like that. So yeah, I definitely recommend getting Google Translate. I got a car rented. It was at Avis instead of my original one at Alamo. The whole reason I went with Alamo originally was price. The price of an Alamo rental, though manual, was going to be €200. This ended up costing me a little over €450, so over double the cost. But it allows me to continue my trip the way that I had planned to do it, so I guess it was worth it. I do know I got an automatic though, where I was going to be in the manual, and it is also a hybrid, which should save me quite a bit on gas. So maybe it'll balance out with gas prices being as freaking horrible as they are right now. And I don't really know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to sit down real quick, look at the map. Well, that just freaking happened. I caught it right there when I was getting up. I was not planning originally to head back to my room, but I think I'm going to now to change pants. This is one of like 4 pairs of pants I brought, so that kind of sucks. I really liked these pants. Well, crap. But this is why I bought more for this trip that I like of this style. Oh, I'm an idiot. Just one shit thing after another, man. I'm not super looking forward to driving on these roads, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Oh, this is a hybrid, and I've never driven a hybrid, and it is super quiet. I did not know cars got this quiet. So I'm trying to make my way right now to a parking garage. Although you can park on the street, I don't want to deal with it. I've seen how the street parking is here, and it's just not worth trying to deal with. So I'm going to pay whatever it costs me to park in a parking deck. I definitely recommend it. It's a nice little place. I'm not going to be vlogging a whole... I'm outside now. I'm not going to be vlogging a whole lot today. I mean, it is also almost 5 o'clock. I'm just going to check out this aqueduct if I can, because it says closed, but it's outside, so I have no idea. And then I'm pretty much going to stop vlogging because I don't really have a big charge on my phone. I have my GoPro just in case if I see anything I got to take. But otherwise, I want to keep my phone charged so I can stay out a little bit, get something to eat. Well, guys, it is not closed, so I don't know what Google's thinking. It is completely outside, but it's what I expected, and it's way closer to my place than I thought it was. It was like literally like 3 minutes down the road. That is the ancient aqueduct. That's honestly one of the cooler ones I've seen. Like, granted, I haven't been to a lot of Europe, and I know these are kind of scattered to some extent all around. But yeah, this is pretty awesome looking. My mom would love this. So I'm gonna set my phone up real quick, give myself some maybe a couple booty shots here. It's probably the part they were talking about is closed. It's all raftered up. But man, look, like the vines are just growing up around it. Just covering it. Not the scaffolding vines, like the nature vines. Man, having one of these rooms here, like overlooking this, would be freaking awesome. All of these people need to consider Airbnb in their places. I'm sure a lot of them are, but they're probably out of my price range because I set a limit. I hear some yelling in the background. That must be that football game I heard about. Well, I'm booty popping. I came down to the coast, even though I told myself I wasn't going to because I wanted to save the Amalfi Coast for when I'm actually over there. But I figured I'd get a view from over here. And man, it's absolutely beautiful out here, guys. I don't think I'm going to stay out for another sunset shot. But my first impressions of Salerno are, it is a lot nicer than I expected. When I was trying to look at like overhead views, street views, things like that, it kind of looked like a boring place, which I guess I guess I can see why. Like, I thought that. I think it's more modern, flat, boring architecture throughout the whole town, but it's not as cramped in space as what you'll get over there on the coast. Like those streets over there are all very narrow, cobblestoned alleyways, kind of like Naples, but much steeper because it's just up and down the mountains. So a lot of stairs. Here, though, it's like a kind of hybrid where you get the larger streets and areas of an actual major city, but not the annoyingness. Like the traffic is not bad. It's mostly one-way roads. The crowds, at least as of now, they are getting busier as the evening progresses. But the crowds really aren't that bad right now. And compared to Naples, I mean, they are absolutely nothing. So I kind of wish I would have booked another night here, but I only gave myself the one night because it was just a layover place before I head out to Matera and over to Basilicata and Puglia. So if you're coming and you want a place to stay on the Amalfi Coast that's a little more budget friendly than what the Amalfi Coast actually is, maybe stay here for a couple nights. I'm still glad I booked over at Sorrento because it will give me more of the, I guess, somewhat luxury life of the Amalfi Coast, and will be better for the hikes. Hello again from the balcony of mine. Kind of the balcony. I'm actually inside because the chair won't fit outside. But I was wanting to sit in the fresh air while I was eating because after almost 2 hours of roaming around this town looking for somewhere to eat, like an actual restaurant, preferably like seafood, because I'm in Salerno. Found a couple amazing looking places. Half of the seats were empty, and go up and ask if I can have a table for dinner. They say, oh no, not dinner, booked. Multiple times, multiple restaurants. I ended up walking by one pizzeria that I had seen things that weren't sweets. Like, I didn't know what they were, and I flat out told the lady, I don't care. She tried to explain what was in them, like in really poor English, and I was just like, I don't care. I was like, give me what are those, what are these, and what are those slices of pizza? I was like, I'll eat it. And I'm not gonna eat it all. I wanted to try it, so I got a few things. I'm gonna sit here, eat them, and my phone is really about to die. This is just me ranting about the restaurants here, or back there. Town is still beautiful, but if you're doing a one-night stay like I'm doing, you're not going to be able to get a table. Like, it's just not possible. I think it's something you probably have to book the night before, or even like the morning of, or something like that. I don't know how they work. I hope that's not a sign of what is to come for the rest of this trip, or on the Amalfi Coast and stuff too. We'll see, but I'm gonna eat my food. I'm signing off for the night now, and see you guys tomorrow.
Mare, lo so che scherzate, sono venuto a proporre affari. Ah, allora entrate qui, compare bello! C'è permesso? Accomodatevi, compare.